Not only will episode 9 bring a return of 3 legacy characters, that of course being Luke, Leia, and Lando, and the sequel trilogy characters that we are all used to, but also in or around the total of 8 new characters by writer and director J.J. Abrams into this overall story of the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams has a lot of big plans for Episode 9, a lot of twists and turns and surprises in store in order to really shock the audience and to just have a fun time watching this movie by December of 2019. Now, I wanted to go over the character of Mara, and what's very interesting about the character of Mara is because of how mysterious she really is. Now, mind you, Keri Russell is portraying the character, and the actual character's name is not actually revealed. That's just a code name, Mara, and we're not quite sure if she's going to be Mara Jade in this film, or just loosely based off of her. However, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the character of Mara portrayed by Keri Russell. Specifically, a description of Keri Russell's character codenamed Mara, surrounded by fire inside of a large hangar bay that may be a base to the First Order. She is wearing a black suit with a black hood and has a blaster in each hand. A mixture of different tiers of stormtroopers surround her, some in red armor and some in black armor. The next goes over, Mara with a spear-like weapon that has electricity surrounding it, fighting off the troopers and picking them off one by one. One goes over her, delivering an uppercut to one of the red troopers with the helmet popping off, revealing the trooper's face. Lastly, a sequence involving Mara inside of the cockpit of a new starfighter that belongs to the First Order, showing a rear shot of her aiming at a large cruiser that may or may not belong to the Resistance. Now, I really wanted to go over one of my favorite pieces about this, and that has to do with her inside of this First Order starfighter, which honestly could tell us that she's more around the lines of an anti-hero rather than a villain and or a hero itself in Episode 9. Now, the thing that really does impress me is the sequence involving her delivering an uppercut to one of the troopers, knocking off one of their helmets, revealing their actual face. I don't believe we've ever seen that before in a Star Wars film where one of the heroes or whoever engages in a fight against a stormtrooper and the helmet actually gets, knocked off or pops off. We have never seen that in a Star Wars film to date, and that should be a very cool and interesting angle to a Star Wars movie by JJ. Now, the other thing that really does interest me is how her outfit is black and has a black hood over it with a blaster in each hand. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is sounding more and more like Mara Jade. Now, mind you, Mara Jade in the EU, yes, she did have a lightsaber, yes, she did have a Jedi-like weapon, as opposed to here where she's just wielding blasters and she's using that spear-like weapon that has electricity surrounding it. This tells us that maybe she's going to be based off of Mara and not the actual Mara Jade from the EU and Legends material. Now, honestly, I think it may be a mistake if they do base this character off of Mara, like literally making her a new Mara Jade, but it's nothing like the Mara that we know and love in the EU. That might be a mistake. However, I think the smarter route to go is to make this character just based off of Mara. If she's not going to be the actual Mara Jade character that a lot of hardcore fans really love, I think that what they should do is that they should make this character just based off of her. Kind of like what they did with Kylo Ren. Basically, being inspired by the design of Darth Revan. If you take a look at Revan and look at Kylo Ren, they have a striking resemblance. They really do. Now, what I love so much about Keri Russell is that she's a great actress, and we do know that she's performing a lot of her own stunts in this movie. She's not really using a stunt double too much in this film. She will be doing a lot of scenes that do require a lot of wire work and green screens and blue screens and stuff like that. So this character is going to be very action-driven. She's going to be placed in a lot of action-heavy scenes, where she's actually going to stand out from all of the other new characters, in my opinion, such as Richard E. Grant's character, and of course Dominic Monaghan's character. Now, by the way, about Monaghan's character, we do know that he is working with Naomi Ackie, and Naomi Ackie is rumored to be Lando Calrissian's daughter. We'll have to wait and see if that actually does come into fruition in Episode 9. As far as this Mara character goes, I'm very impressed so far. You know, the Red Troopers, we've been hearing about these guys on and off this past week or so. These Red Troopers seem amazing. I don't know how they're going to look on screen. I don't know if they're going to look like a normal First Order trooper, or if they're going to have an entirely different design, where they actually do kind of stand out, just like the Death Troopers in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.